Hello viewers, my name is Andy Dan Alta and I'm here with my very beautiful wife
Charlie Dan Alta.
Yeah, Charlie Dan Alta, and you are watching Timeout with Charlie and Andy. Now today we'll be looking at the law of the path. Now the law of the path says that every relationship must have a path and a leader to lead on that path. Now somebody's asking out there, what is a path in a relationship? Because most people just go off starting off relationships. The popular question people ask these days is, what's your blood group? What's your genotype? And all of that. So we're saying that after all those things have been cleared, there is a very important question that you must ask: what path are we going to take in this relationship, and who is going to lead us? Now it is very important you know the different path that does exist in this world. We are not all the same. There are some people that are spiritual, there are some people that are traditional, there are some people that are orthodox, there are some people that, religions, different path does exist. It is very important that before you step into that relationship, you ask that fine lady or you ask that fine man, what path are we going to take and who is going to lead us? Now you're asking why. It's very important that you know that it is vision that brings us together, but values is what keeps us together. Value keeps couples together. Now, you can find a Muslim and a Christian having a passion for entrepreneurship. You can find a Muslim and a Christian having a passion for law, being I just want to take this path in career and all of that. But the question now is, it is very true, but do we have the same value? We may have the same vision but not have the same values. I am trained not to lie in my path. I'm trained not to say this. I'm trained not to do this and all of those things. So it is very important that you take. For instance, you meet that lady, you're asking, what path are we going to take? Charlie and I met in a church setting and we are spiritual. Our life, the path we have chosen is the spiritual path. The Bible is our final authority. We draw our values. What governs conflict resolution in our marriage is the Bible. Our children are brought up by the principles of the Bible, the values of the Bible and all of that. Now we're saying that we respect your opinion out there. We believe that you may be different. You may say, okay, we met in the club and we have different values and all of that and all. It is very important that you get somebody out there that has a different, that has the same value, so that when you come to conflict resolution, you will not misunderstand each other. When you come to raise your children and say, well, I want my children to be going for prayers every morning, and he's saying, I don't think this prayer is important. The other couple is saying that I feel they should go for parties, it's okay to go for parties, and the other party is saying that I don't think it is so. This set of values are going to determine, or the path you have taken will provide a set of values that will determine the kind of people you hang out with, the places that you go to, and the kind of, in fact, it can affect your food. It can affect the food that you eat in that house. When you have cultural couples, you're a lady out there and you're African, you better get ready to pound yam for that man. If you're in the cultural setting, if you are in the urban kind of setting, both of you can order out. Are you seeing that?
Yes.
There are couples out there that actually can order, and the man will not see his wife as a lazy woman. Say, just order, let's order today, let's order or eat out, pizza and all of those things. But there are some couples, if you say that thing, Charlie, you dare say that we should order for food, there will be a family meeting, especially in this part of the world. There may be a family meeting. So we're saying, whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, a career person, an urban person, on whatever path you are taking, it is very important that you respect that path and find somebody moving on that same path. Because if you just bank on the fact that both of you have the same vision, oh, she loves business and I love business, oh, she loves music and I love music, oh, she loves this and I love that, and you don't check the values, then you have serious problems in that marriage. We've seen a lot of people in counseling that the husband is going east and the wife is going west. We've seen a lot of young people in relationship. They actually love each other, yeah, but their path is just just different, and they are arguing who should. Now the second part we said is that you need a leader there. The path you take will determine who should lead, or I actually advise that the participating bodies should decide who to lead. So yeah, both the husband and wife, who should lead us and all of that. And because it is very important that there are some decisions that we can't sit down and be meeting for 16 hours to start checking what should we do. There are some moments that the man will not be around, the woman might not be around, or so one is left in the entire organization to take a decision. So we need somebody to lead, just like in strong partnerships, we need somebody to lead. So number one, you get a path. You've got to decide to get a path, and then you decide who is going to lead on that one. I've spoken too much. I think Charlie should say something.
Okay, I think finding out or getting a value helps eliminate comparison. So you don't get to compare with other relationships where you find out that you go to a house and the husband is doing the dishes, and you go back home and then there's a huge fight, like, you don't help me do the dishes. It is this value that we place that helps us determine what kind of relationship we have. But basically, you also have to have a standard. It's your standard that identifies or brings out the picture of your value. Our standard, as he said earlier, is the Bible. And for us, what the Bible reveals to us is that he is the head, the wife is to submit to the husband. So I understand my responsibility, he understands his responsibility. I know that some of you right now have questions popping up in your minds, like you're asking, why can't the woman be the one leading? In the case where I just said the Bible is our standard, there are cases where women actually lead, because leadership is kind of participatory. It's a partnership. So it complements. It should not be an autocratic kind of leadership where you just have a dictator, someone who bosses.
I think the men should hear this.
Yeah, someone who bosses everybody around. Because sometimes the woman has to be the leader. She's the mother. Her first child is the man. And sometimes we hear that men can be like children. They throw tantrums sometimes. Do you agree?
Okay.
Do you agree? He might not agree, but they throw tantrums. And so sometimes, just like you treat children, you have to just give them time and get them to really think clearly. So I think that basically a path should be determined from the courtship. You should determine, this is the path that we are taking. It helps you eliminate a lot of comparison, excuses, and just energy wasting and everything. Actually,
late Dr. Miles Monroe said that when your life is based on principle, 99% of your life has been decided already. And this particular path, like I said earlier, produces a set of values or principles or parameters that helps us decide already before we even come into situation. Most couples that we have seen, they don't really have like a predetermined set of principles.
Yes, that's true.
When things happen, and you will be crazy to think that in relationship things will not happen. When things happen, that's when they sit down, we're confused. They're trying to give a fire brigade approach. But when these values are there, when the path is the same and we have decided to go on that path, it's very important. Charlie, I think we should stress this part. It's very important that both parties decide.
Yes.
Because I've seen some men, especially right in the middle of it. He just said, I'm the head. And the woman is wondering, when did you become the head? When did we decide that you will be the head? Who's the head? So it's very important that we decide. So these things will set up parameters, like a set of guidelines. Okay, we can't exceed this. We can't go too much to the left. We can only go 10 centimeters to the right, 10 centimeters to the left. When these things are decided, marriage or relationships becomes easier because we have values that actually keeps us together. So guys, I believe that this has helped you a little bit today. So somebody, you may be asking in conclusion that, okay, Charlie and Andy, I'm in a relationship, I'm married already, and we did not decide. We did not know this particular law, and we've not, made that decision. Good news, guys, you can make that decision right now, whether you're married also, and you're asking, okay, I am not, I'm planning to settle very soon, and how do I find that person? Know the values that you have in your life, know the path you've taken. Just set your face towards that path, and I'm very sure on that path it is not going to be a lonely path. You will find some people already on that path that shares the same value with you. So guys, it has been a wonderful time with you guys. I'm sure this has been helpful for some people. So it's time to sit down again with that wonderful man, with that wonderful woman, and look into that relationship again. What path have we taken? Are we spiritual couples? Are we traditional couples? Are we religious couples? Are we urban couples? Are we party couples? Are we, different path does exist. Decide that, and from there you will get your set of values that will keep you together, and it will help you in conflict resolution and all of that. All right, guys, until we see you next time, I am Andy Danauta, and
I'm Chalia Danauta. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You could comment, like, and share. Make sure you share this video if it has really blessed you and has changed your mindset. We hope to see you next week in our next video.
Bye
bye. And now here's what we promised you at the beginning. I wrote this song for him while we were dating, and we love to share. Enjoy. Started like a dream, growing up each day, and now it's real. Started like a flood, pouring down on me, and now it's the rain, it's pouring down on me, wetting my whole being, with no place to hide, pouring down on me, wetting my whole being, and I can't help but say I'm in love. Swept me up my feet into your arms. I'm in love. Swept me up my feet into your arms, and it feels good, 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 and it feels good, 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 I'm in love.
That's enough, guys. You guys have had enough. All right, see you guys next week.